Start every video with a smile. Oh boy, basically I gotta talk audio because I uploaded this video and got a copyright strike. Even though this video isn't even scheduled to come out, I think I got it for December 31st, but this is my last day in Ghana. The barber I've been going to, I've went to him 3 times now. So I went to him the first time I got to Ghana back in May of 2022. Coming on up on the week that I got married. And then when I got back to Ghana, it was the first day back. That Thursday, my wife and her uncle, we went back to StepCity Barber Salon, and Mr. Kofi was there. I think about her uncle was trying to get me to go to this other guy, but I think people understand when you go to a barber, you kind of stick with your barber. Here in the DFW area, especially in Dallas, there's a salon that is funny because one of my old co-workers at the one building I was working at, he wanted me to go all the way out to Cedar Hill to go to his barber. And I went there a couple times, but man, I wasn't feeling the vibe. So it's so funny. I was living in this apartment in Dallas, and there was a salon. Literally, I could almost hold my breath, walk out the front door, and walk to the barbershop. Pretty much not, but it was like a 2 or 3 minute walk to the barbershop. And I started going there, and I think she started out charging me like $15, $20, but Lord, I think she's like up to $30. I think it's 25 plus a tip or 26 plus a tip. So I used to give her $30. And I don't live there anymore. And I actually don't even live close there. But I would still go there because I really only go to the barber maybe every 2 or 3 months. I really don't go to the barber like that. I'm starting to do it more because I'm starting to do more YouTube stuff, and it's just being more presentable. Like when I was letting all this hair grow before, if you see in the other videos, man, people were just on me all the time, especially at work, about cutting my hair. So like I say, Mr. Kofi's there. I've been going to him now, and that's the second time I went when I got back, and then this is the last day. And I told him to do it like he did it before with the actual beard going up the side. But, there is sometimes some language or just telling people a barrier of it. But do not get this wrong. Everybody like this way better. How he did my goatee and he did the straight edge. I just want people to really understand why I'm promoting this. This kind of treatment in America is like my barber does a simple cut for $25 to $30. To do straight edge, to get a razor out, the towel treatment, the moisturizer, all this stuff they do can run $50 to $80. Hell, those premium salons like the barber salons that you go to get the man's treatment, I've seen them up to $120, $150 where they do the towel. They really pamper you. So for what he did, and I'm going to be honest, I think he said 40 CDs. I'm going on the second time I went there. I asked him how much, and I just gave him a $20 bill. A $20 bill was converting at the time at like 11 times. So I was basically giving him like 200, at least 220 of their money. It converted to about 220 of their money. Even if he's getting 200, I think he was asking for 40 of their money, which is like $4 American. And I was like, hell no. I even told her, I'm not giving this dude 40 of their dollars. Hell, I'm giving him 20 of my dollars because, look, I hope my barber never sees this, but my barber does a good job. I go to a female barbershop. She does a very good job. Everyone in there does a very good job. And one of the reasons I love them, they're really fast. So I don't think I've ever been in that salon more than 30 minutes total. Theirs is usually I get in perfect timing. I've only sat down a couple times and waited in the couple years that I've been going there. I think I've been going there at least 5 years. But she's really fast in cutting my hair. So Kofi actually takes a lot of time and effort in cutting it. And he's very detailed about it. I'm like kind of observing how he's doing it and stuff. But I mean, come on. You're paying for what you're getting. And like I said, he's charging these people like 40 CDs, which is to me like equivalent to like $4 an American. And he was like, no. So even the first time I went there, her uncle paid. So I think he gave him the 40 CDs and I gave him a $20 tip. And this was before I really understood how to calculate the money. Because, well, I'll take it also back. But the first time I went there, the transfer rate was like 5.7. So for every dollar, you got 5.7 of their currency. This time it was like 11.5. It was somewhere between 11 and 12. I think at the very end it went up to 12, but they just say 11.5. So basically, if he had the 20 I got, if he had converted over, he would have got at least 200 CDs. He would have got 5 times what anybody would have paid him. And I think he deserved it. The treatment he gave me was freaking phenomenal. So this one right here, I actually had a gun of CDs on me. My wife, so they don't really have a tip culture like they do in America and other places. So my wife was like really on me about over tipping and stuff like that, because one, you're right. I learned this when I went to Costa Rica and Nicaragua. And I give this to Norman, George's brother, who was my host down there. He was saying, look, there is no real tipping culture. What you pay is what you pay. When you go to a restaurant, the price and the service is all in there. And it's because America just has that thing. And it just got kind of crazy in America where they're asking for tips at doggone self-checkout. I'm checking myself out. Who in the hell are you at? Who are you getting a tip from? So, look, I understand, but he did a phenomenal job. So I gave him like 100 CDs, which is still 2 times what he's asking for, plus a 20. You know, I kept 20 on me just for certain people who give me extra good service. I would just give them 20. You know what I'm saying? And what this is really doing is not flashing, flaunting money. It's just showing people who you feel like they're giving you excellent service. You want to give them more. You want to treat them more. And I'm a regular person. I ain't getting special anything out of this. You know, I'm not asking a person to kiss my ass or whatever, or just treat me special. It's just they're giving me a special service. And I be telling this to my wife. I said, this is how America is. You get what you pay for and you take care of the people who take care of you. And that's what it's always should have been about. It's always should have been about. It goes back to the gangsters back in the 20s, you know what I'm saying? The tipping the doorbell and all this. We're talking about gang, but still, look at this. Right now he's doing the razor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, until he did this the first time over 1.5 years ago, I had never had that done. And, you know, I'm always caught sticking there and man, some crazy stuff. But it's like, it was interesting. This dude is lining me up really good. You know, I mean, he is just like, you know, it's like, it's what you see in videos and stuff, you know. And you're getting this for a very good price. And I know people who live in the city of Ghana, you know, people who work every day, you know, maybe 40 CDs is a lot to them, but they're getting quality from these guys. Before I even got to Ghana, I saw this white guy YouTuber going through Nigeria. And Lord, he was talking about the dudes on the street that were doing the straight edge razor for like less than 50 cents. And I was like, man, 50 cents? What the hell? But Man, there's people who do professional work all over. Like I say, money is a relevant thing to the observer. It's like, I told my wife this. You agree with all the people around you what a CD is. All right. Same thing with $1 in America. We all have to agree on what the currency is. And part of that agreement now is we're watching the so-called stock market and the markets and stuff. And they're telling us, in a sense, what we should agree on. But the truth is, we really control these things. It's hard to explain to people who don't really understand that, but in a sense, everybody's going to understand, because in time, all things change. It changes and your mind's going to adjust to it. But like I say, this is a phenomenal thing. So yes, I gave him basically 300 of their dollars for this cut. I mean, basically, you hear what I'm saying. This is the cut that I would have been getting here, but not to this level. And like I say, I'm not down in my barber, because Lord knows if she somehow watches my video and thinking I'm down in her skills and mess my head up, because I'm happy with her, because she does a phenomenal job. Now, unfortunately, when my wife gets here, I've told her, look, you got to cut my hair. So my brother knows how to cut hair, even if she has to go to barber school and learn some details. We got to keep it in the family. The money's got to stay in the family. My wife was telling me today, I'm a tipper, because she was, look, I said, honey, if I have to tip you, we got a problem. I'm already going to pay for everything. And you basically, being blessed, please, come on, just cut my hair and the kids' hair. We're good. But my wife's perfect. She's an excellent woman. So I'm very happy that I'm with her. But yeah, so hopefully next year, as the new goal is I'm basically going to go through a 12-month cleansing and healing and reconditioning my body. I'm looking at 180 pounds. Changing 180 pounds, getting down to probably under 220, 220, and muscle. We're looking at hitting the gym consistently 3 days a week, kettlebelling and the elliptical the other 2 days. So we're 5 days a week. We're doing exercise, and the biggest that's nothing compared to what I'm about to say next. Is putting that Dr. Sabi's list that I have, the one on the yellow card, and sticking to that for a whole year, transforming. If I could go through 90 days of fasting, man, the most I did was like 8 days. If I go through 90 days of fasting, but I've got to kick this in. I have this goal for my 50th birthday, which is December of 2024, and I got to kick the goal in. And people, I'm editing this video, so I'm watching the clock. It's like 13 minutes in. I've got to basically talk for 21 minutes, which I can. My wife's always say I talk too much. Look, this is a part of YouTube. This is a part of the journey. This is part of social media. It's communicating with people. But yeah, I've got to basically replace the video that's there already. I've got to put this video in its place. I don't want to get copyright, even though at this time it's 2023. I'm not. I don't make any money off these videos. Are not monetized, but you've got to understand that YouTube still shows commercials on my videos. So I know some people are watching commercials on my videos or forwarding through the commercials. I don't have paid advertisement on none of this. And all these things come as you hit certain levels and do certain things on here. But YouTube still has a partner agreement with people. And if they play music, and I knew this when this video is being filmed because I can hear the radio in the background, I knew that this was most likely going to happen because the music people, they want their money. They want to get paid. If you play New York, simply amazing, and they want their money. They want their credit. So, I knew this was a possibility, but it's all good. But damn, look at that fat neck. So, this is part of the journey. I've got to change. I've got to do what I got to do for my body now. And it's the body, mind, spirit, and soul. It's getting it all together. So I think today, while I'm editing this video, it's a Sunday, the 10th of December. I'm sitting here watching, you don't hear the football game because I done muted it just in case there's music or stuff in the background. I don't want to do this all the way over. I'm just sitting here on the couch and kind of resting, just looking at myself getting shaved. You know, it's interesting experiencing it, and then it's interesting watching it later. But man, he's doing a phenomenal job. I was like, God dang it. And interesting thing is, before I go to bed tonight, when I take my shower, I'm going to shave again and try to keep everything nice and clean for the work week. And my new goal is, because I haven't been for a couple years now really shaving, like, because, you know, I'm a plumber. I don't shave like that anymore. I used to be more nice and neat and shaved. But I'm getting back into it, to presenting, you know, the haircuts, getting a haircut at least once a month, being more presented, because I want to do more stuff on YouTube. It's always been my goal to be more out there and do more stuff. I have an agenda. I ask the creative force, creator, God, however you want to put that, most high, for things, and things will manifest, you know. So you have to be the catalytic force, or, you know, your universe revolves around you. You're the co-creator here. So it's just presenting a certain image, a positive image out there. And like I say, Mr. Kofi is, he's the man. So if you go to Ghana, you got to look at it. And I linked it in here, StepCity, you know, Barber Salon. I forget the kind of name of the district it's in. It's in the city of Accra. You can easily find it on Google. It ain't hard to find. Then the links are in all my descriptions. You know, so if you go there, man, tell them Frederick 24/7 365 recommended you. And I mean, at first, he's not the only person in there. If you look at my Instagram videos, you see there's a lot of people in there, a lot of people. There's a lady who I watched the second time I went in there when I first got back. She was lining people up, and she was good. So, and I know probably a lot of guys don't typically go to barbershop and go to ladies, but I'm like I told you, the salon I go to, man, them ladies good. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know if they do hair up in that salon, because most of the times I go in there, it's always dudes in there getting haircuts. And I was like, wait, do they do women's hair in here? It's a beauty shop. Do they do women's hair? And I'm gonna ask them. I mean, wait, I'm actually look on YouTube and see if they actually do women's hair. But yeah, it's like, man, they're all ladies. Her son does this right here, but he was like, I think he might do more days now, but back in the day it was only on Wednesdays. And I never got in there to go through this treatment. Now I understand this treatment. I'm like, shit. And I think her son, his for a cut and shave like this is $50. You know, and I mean, this was over a year ago, so I don't know what the prices are down. Like I said, even she, in the 5 or 6 years I've been going there, went from like $15 to it's almost $30 now. I mean, look, that pandemic changed a lot of people's economics. So I don't do that many haircuts, so it was worth it. Even though I'm doing more now, I still ain't doing every 2 weeks like some of my friends do. And I could understand why they tried to find a $15 haircut. But yeah, look at this. Kofi's putting the oil on it. He's putting the alcohol stuff on there. That's the hot towel that he's putting there. Man, dude, I just felt good, man. I felt so good after this haircut. And my wife really likes it. You can look at the pictures on Instagram. My wife's like cheesing in the background. And it just makes me look younger. So, you know, as being an immortal here, I really got to go ahead and slim down and let the body heal itself and get muscular. And yeah, dude, look at this. Me putting on my glasses, looking at with the glasses like, dang, you know, man, he's still, man, you tell me this ain't worth $30 right here. This ain't worth 30. The man asking for 4. I feel honored giving him more. Hell, I wish I was rich, people. Y'all go ahead and make me the famous Frederick 24/7 365. And I become a multi-millionaire. Shoot, I give him 100. You know. And just, you know, I don't want to raise the price for everybody else, but man, we really have to bless the good ones out there. Good beings out there, you really got to bless them. That's what's wrong with the world. Everybody's pocket watching. And money has to flow. Energy has to flow. One of the little cartoons come out with Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales. And the little nephews are saying, but Uncle Scrooge, you got all this money in the vault. And, you know, what about, he says, oh, every day this flows in and out. He said, I can't, this is pocket change. I can't keep this kind of money. Money has to flow. It's a force. It has to travel. It has to circulate the globe. And people who try to hang on to it, you know what I'm saying, wind up losing it. You know, money has to move around. Money has to flow. People need to get economics of revenue in the world. Like I say, man, look at this treatment. Look at this treatment. We're coming up on the end. I've been talking for 21 minutes. This video is 21 and 45 seconds. Look, 21 minutes into it. I thank you for watching. If you're still watching, man, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Tell me how you feel about my videos. You know, if you got any questions, because this is only going to get more. I'm only going to start more talks and debates and podcasts. But I'm like building up to it, people. Look at that smile. Look at my wife in the background. You know, she happy. Peace, health, and wealth, everyone. Thank you for watching.